All right, so I'm headed back from the coast. I picked up a listing down there, but it's I kind of wanted to make a video of just a recap of this past year. Year 2025 has been undoubtedly the hardest year of my life. I've had a lot of spare time, which I don't do well. I don't do well with spare time. I like to stay busy. I said I don't like to be busy. I'm not let me go build, a deck and do all this other stuff. I'm not one of those type of busy people. I want to be busy as in, making sales and stuff like that. That's more of my forte, is being out in front of people, talking to people, making sales, and having a goal, like one of those type of goals. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not. It does to me. Oh well. But yeah, this year has been undoubtedly hard. I started a marketing company. Marketing company's doing well, but I've kind of capped it at a couple clients just because it's not something that I love. I like the clients that I'm working with, so I stick to them. So I'll be I'm not obviously not taking any more clients on. But one thing I did do is start back into real estate. I didn't think so at the beginning of the year. I'm like, I'm not going to get back into real estate that much. Just, it is what it is. But what I miss is the old routine. I didn't really have that. I couldn't find that routine or that rut with marketing. I had it with my old brand. I knew exactly what I needed to do. I was able to plan. I loved it. And then execute. Well, here in the last couple of weeks, I did that with the real estate company. So I went ahead and started my own firm. It's called Beacon Point Realty. Go check it out, beaconpointrealty.com. If you want to sell your house, let me know. But I don't know. I just wanted to recap on this year because this year has been absolute crap. It sucked. I knew it was going to be hard. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. Lots of ups and downs. I've made a lot of mistakes this year. What I'm thankful for is to have, an amazing family. My wife is, the best thing that's ever happened to me. She has been supportive of me. She's been there. She's honestly carried us this entire time. And I'm very thankful for her. A lot of people that's going through the crap that I'm going through right now, their spouses would have quit on them. But she didn't. She stuck by me. She's pushed me through, honestly. There are a lot of times I just didn't want to go through it no more. So she kind of just muscled me through the whole system. I've come a lot closer to God. My faith is getting stronger. I'm still working on it. Obviously, I'm not perfect at it, which nobody is. I've come closer to a lot of friends. I don't know. It's just been. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to have a lot of the friends and the family that I do have, because without them, I don't know where I would be right now. I've got 2 wonderful daughters. I've got a wonderful wife. I've got some really good friends. And I'm just thankful for that. I think I'll be able to go into 2026 with a much better mindset. I had a false mindset going into 2025 with everything that happened with my last business. Found out, it definitely shot my confidence up. So, yeah, it's wild. I don't know if you guys, how y'all's year went, if it went good, if it went bad. I don't know. Let me know what you think. This year sucked for me, but now that I'm learning how to hand things over to God, and I'm still trying to figure out what that really means, to be honest. But I know it's right. I know that's what's right in my heart. So I'm doing that. I'm working on that. I'm working on becoming, a better father, a better husband, and just a better friend, just everything better. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for 2026. I'm nervous for 2026. I've been making a lot of positive moves to that, or towards next year. So But yeah, you're gonna probably see some more posts from me, but it's gonna be more wrapped around real estate. We flipped a house. Me and some buddies, we flipped a house a couple months ago. Got through that pretty well, and we are looking. I'm looking to grow, Beacon Point Realty into something more. Yeah, it's just, it's a lot of learning. It's setting a whole new foundation. I'm having to start over completely after losing a lot of money after everything happened with my last business. But I don't regret it. I've learned a lot of lessons, and I've spoken to a lot of people that I know that are wealthy people who know about my situation and everything that's going on. They've gone through similar situations as well, where they've lost even more money, and they've done it multiple times. So it's a good learning experience. Losing that amount of money after 10 years of dedication, it sucks. It does kill the confidence, but I do finally feel like I'm starting to take the right steps forward. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep, like I said, I'm just gonna put it in God's hands and let Him mold it to the way He wants to. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. I'll keep putting one step forward in front of the other in hopes that everything becomes a success, and I can go back and get back to taking care of my family and get back to investing and things like that. I definitely hit rock bottom this year, but again, one thing I have learned, a lesson that I've learned this year alone, is that I made the right choice in a wife, and I've got some friends and things like that. So yeah, if you're out there, if you're getting married or are married, man, having the right spouse is a game changer. I mean, it's an investment in itself, but it is a game changer. So I'm very thankful for that. Awesome. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to make a lot of these just raw videos because I don't know how to edit. It is what it is. You're just going to get me in the raw. All right. Thanks.